はどこに置きましょう。もう入団系。
あとできないかな。News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my life. Amazing! So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a...
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor.
Well, that's good to hear. I haven't seen him in the longest time.
Hooray!
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing... In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite...
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, bring it on!
Like that.
Giving up already?
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in...
Barding. I was just wondering.
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh?
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making... Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I...
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor.
Deliver some letters. There's one for the night.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. What?
I'll have you... So,
Wait, really? Darn it!
Anyway, since this young man has come...
You sure are.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking...
I figured that since there was this punching bag here... Oh, sorry. Ruin...
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good...
Oh, he also...
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two... Varka gave you a whole bunch of...
My thoughts...
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort the...
Let's go!
Thank you so much, Honor...
The abyss. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my... Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office.
Grandmaster! Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few This expedition is almost over. We just need...
We will make our triumph! Stormwind! On me! Maria sweeping in! Try to keep up!
Without the ratio of Sonari to direct them,
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of...
Just like I thought.
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance...
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and...
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. It's your turn, my friend.
Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight. That's where things stand with the expedition. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their PPS. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
Everyone gets one?
I guess the Grand Master must have something Even I got a letter, and I'm not a...
Jean?
Oh, yes.
But
You mean Kaya? He said he was allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
I'm on Beth, there'll be lots of familiar faces there.
really? Oh, that would be a great help.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen.
Great. But I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial.
Very well.
I will. Goodbye.
The incident
Ad Astra... Thank you for
Everyone can hear you.
Ad Astra...
Ready? Ready?
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
Huh? But
True. From what it seems that Mondstadt no longer and yet, for some reason...
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to, if it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. What's wrong? Until I return.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was, but he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense.
wolf spirit.
Correct. As you may already know, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love. This was once a well-known tale in...
Huh?
You don't seem surprised. The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although, as such, this tale can only be found deep within. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before. I kept my speculations to You experienced the turmoil caused by Dvalin, the East Wind's actions for yourself.
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives.
Very possibly. And as it turns out, the calamity... Yes, even if his contingents...
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the king. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Be safe. May the animal archon protect you.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather,
Please.
I know there's no one else in the tavern, right?
Kaya! Rosaria! Diluc!
Looks
a little light.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely... I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing...
He nags like an old man.
Huh? Drop what?
nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, he, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonia.
Yeah, right. Sounds like he...
Whatever details I chose to...
You say that now, but back then...
I wasn't seeing the full... But both the Grandmaster and the acting... I can't see the shadow...
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument.
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules.
You think so? Never mind the Knights.
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's...
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to... Oh...
What should I... Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
My reply won't be a long one.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious—
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the— Huh? Ski?
No. Well, I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would— There are people like Kaya and I. And then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Not only that, but it happened to a knight of Boreas. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had near—
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this?
I happened to hear about— Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and of those who have the best— But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect. He was a disciple of Rostam. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Yikes! Blood—
Well, apparently his original title, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters. It's hard to say whether but had he known that the Knights of Favonius would all— So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking—
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the right— Anyway, if so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon, that's a great idea! What's going on here? The Wild Hunt! What are they doing here? Watch out! Surge! Go claw!
Gather! You're in my sights! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Keep on there!
I will have order! Stabilize!
Wait. A new moon rises.
You got this! Gather! Light compels you!
Oh, are you all right? Oh no!
Stop right there! Answer me this.
2 letters?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Paimon passed a test? Really? Huh? She didn't even realize she was—
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf pack has borne witness.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you— Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry did— Something seems wrong.
Lupus Boreas, not injured.
You are not to blame. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the Wild Hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andrias' soul. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It lies in the north. It is the part of me that remains in Nodcry, from whence I came.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can you be in two places at once?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andreas, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his...
Told you, Bard?
Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn's starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and 500 bitter winters passed. Then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until the night after, seeing how the... So, though the night's journey, he had written the end to his story. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale.
There is no need for you to act.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that...
You need not fear if anyone. That is surely why the...
But we followed Boreas' trail.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the recent turmoil in Notcry has had unforeseen consequences. And there's more. I detect another familiar...
Oh, the White Knight...
I remember him as just a man. It was the ancient kingdom of Khan.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nod, as luck would have it. If even Mons...
Varka.
I believe too many
Alright, wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our... I'll stay here and deal with anyone.
I stay in Mondstadt.
Razor, give me your... Golden-haired traveler, it is a wolf spirit.
The dominator of wolves once bestowed...
But human hearts and flesh to prevent the entanglement of souls. Although, truth be told, the great wolf king of the north remains strong for now. Besides, do I not have the protection of my Lupacol?
I will protect Lupacol. The North and Varka, I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the... All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
All right. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster! It's...
Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most fight or flight?
As expected. But they have served their purpose. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt? And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right? Are we just gonna let him get away?
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him. True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is...
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging from our... But, compared to Rerir, our... Exactly. Sounds like you realize what... I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up. Great. And that's where things stand. The wild intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present...
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andreas' spirit. Namely Roland, the Bloodstained...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from a...
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's So, the Abyss made use of the connection between...
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Imsvart. However...
I guess he must have gotten caught up...
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but...
We can't kill him right now because from intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once God remains contempt, this land has already been ravaged by the...
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of in that land.
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight? Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. My soul will fall into Do not grieve for me.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he...
Sounds like Andrea spent thousands of years...
Yes. And only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thought...
Wait, we already have...
If only it were that simple. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the... However, since his form was unstable if we can collect those fragments...
So we need...
You don't need to worry about that. Most of them are already inside this sword.
Huh? Wait.
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Not just the Wild Hunt in the Abyss.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in...
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a... Still, Instead, we've had to make best guesses. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirits, according to what Boreas told. But of course, we've been tied up fighting...
Okay, so 3...
I managed to gather one fragment. As for the third fragment, we've identified it. The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of it.
With our foe being from Mondstadt.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean,
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications. Looking at you, Yehoda.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehoda.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that you... All right, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!